Hello everyone, I'm glad to welcome you to this Procreate tutorial video. Today's video won't be too long. It won't be lengthy, but it will be very useful for beginner designers. Because in this video, we'll be learning the basics of animation, how to start animating in Procreate. And I'm sure that after watching this video, your skills will improve several times over. Well then, if you're ready, grab your tablet, open up Procreate, and I'll tell you the plan for our lesson. Our plan consists of 4 steps. The first step is the principles of animation. I'll explain what smoothness, slowing down, and speeding up are. And I'll show you with clear examples. The second step is creating your first small animation, where we'll learn how to move different objects. Step number 3 is creating a second small animation, where we'll learn how to animate beautiful text. And step number 4 is the conclusion, where we'll discuss all the details we've covered in this video and what lies ahead. If you're ready, let's get started with our first step. These are the principles of animation. There are 2 animations shown on the screen, and, as you can see, the first option is incorrect because it hasn't been done properly. It doesn't use smoothness, acceleration, or deceleration. But in the second option, you can see we've added an extra element. Thanks to this, we achieve a smooth and dynamic result, the animation of the object, because, as you may have noticed, the additional element has stages that help us move the object correctly. And in this version, where we don't use it, it doesn't work out for us. A smooth animation. That's why this extra element is used in all animations, so that each animation looks professional. Now, let's move on to the second step. This is about creating a small animation using this additional element. But first, we need to create an animation canvas. To do this, in the top right corner, we tap the plus, then select screen size. This is the ideal option for animation. After that, we select Actions, then Canvas, and Animation Assist. And now you should see a timeline with frames at the bottom. Great, if you've done all that, let's get started with the animation itself. We're not going to be boring and just draw some random circle or ball and animate it. Let's, for example, pick an object to animate. For this, we can choose any item in any browser. But in this case, I'd like to animate an Amazon box. So, I type Amazon box into the browser and save it. The photo. To transfer this box into the app, into the gallery, we select this photo, hold down on the box, and drag it into the Procreate app. Great! Once we've brought the object into the app, we can confidently start animating it. But for that, we need to add an extra element. To make sure the extra element doesn't disappear, we need to activate it either as a background or as a foreground. The screen now shows how to draw this extra element. Important. Follow along with me correctly to achieve a smooth animation. Great, we've drawn the extra element, so let's start animating our box. To accomplish this, we first need to carefully move it to the very start, then subsequently duplicate the entire frame and then begin the process of moving it. So, we need to repeat these steps several times until we reach the end. Duplicate the frame, move it. It's important for the animation to be smooth and clear, so that, well then, everything's on track. We've reached the end, And now confidently, we can remove the extra element. Set it to exactly 12 frames per second and then activate the convenient ping-pong mode so that our animation smoothly loops. If your animation appears too slow, you can simply add a few more frames to make it noticeably faster. Great! We have successfully created our very first animation. Break time equals 0.5s/. It looks simple, but it's done correctly, with acceleration, deceleration, and smoothness. Let's move on to the third step. This is creating a second small animation, where we'll learn how to make our element appear and disappear. In this animation, we'll use the strategy of animating from the center backwards or forwards. Let's start by moving backwards from the center. With this, we'll be able to animate an object so that it appears. For this, let's continue animating something related to Amazon. For example, its logo. Let's take an element from the logo. Also, in the browser, we search for the Amazon logo, add it to Procreate, and we need to remove the word Amazon. We've prepared our element for animation, but of course, we need an additional element to make the animation look proper and professional. To do this, we add a frame and start drawing our additional element, but this time for a different part. Amazons. Follow along with me as I draw this extra element, and you'll get it right. We duplicate the frame, start erasing, and then duplicate again and select the previous frame so we can move from the center backwards. Then we need to repeat these actions, erasing, duplicating, and moving the frame. We have to repeat all these steps until we reach the end. Great! Now the Amazon logo appears smoothly and beautifully. Now, let's make it so that our logo disappears nicely as well. To do this, we need to start erasing from left to right so that the logo fades away. But now we only duplicate the frame, erase a little, and duplicate it again, without any other movements. And we keep doing this until we reach the end of our logo. logo both appears and disappears. But there's still something missing. Just a couple of elements. Let's now watch as I add a couple of elements to make the animation look more professional and attractive. Excellent, we've finished together. The third step is creating the second mini animation. And look how beautiful it looks. Smooth, clear, and professional. I want to congratulate you on creating these two amazing animations, and we can confidently move on to the fourth step. This is a discussion of all the material we've covered in this lesson. And what lies ahead for us? In this video, you learned how to create animation using an additional element, which helps you speed up, slow down, and smooth out the animation itself. I'd like to let you know that the next video will be out very soon. In a week or two, we'll learn how to create Disney-style animation together. Yes, it's with the help of this very element we've studied today that we'll create Disney animation together. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to make more videos. And also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. By the way, information always comes out faster on Instagram. Information. And there you'll also find details about my courses, how much they'll cost, and the exact date they'll be released. Once again, thank you so much. I wish you a great day, lots of creativity, and good luck. Bye bye, everyone.